So they've got a bat. They're right here. They're just going to hit you right in the face. That sucks. What do you do about it? Let's find out. I want to be getting right in, or I want to be too far to hit. This guy's bigger and stronger than me, and I don't really want to find myself wrestling with the damn bat. I'm going to still right back in, and I'm just going to get right behind. I'm not even going to bother with this stuff. This is harder than it looks. There's actually some timing to this, and there's some angling to this. When this comes in, notice I'm kind of eking this way a little bit. I'm kind of trying to adjust where his path of swing is. And all I'm doing to accomplish that is kind of putting my body English this way a little bit, if that makes sense. It's just a hair of a lean. I'm not doing this. I won't be able to change direction if I do that. He'll kill me. All I'm doing is getting him set up to hit in this direction. Ooh. That's where we're going. This is harder than it looks. It's actually kind of an advanced bit of angling here. From here, I'm going to turn his head one way. I'll take my finger out of his eye. I'm going to turn his head one way as I kind of back up. And I'm out of here. I'm not going to hang around here. I don't have to. No need. Holy crap, he's tall. Okay, perfect. Give him the bat. So you're moving this way, and he can hit you from like that far away, right? It's pretty gnarly. So same rules apply. Now, if I'm here and it's like, crap, I can't hit him, then I'm just going to go right up underneath him. I'm going to grab his neck. I'm just going to try to maybe kick out knee, bring him down to my level. And now we have stuff that we can start trying to work on right here. Yeah, you can always try to collapse the structure a little bit, bring him down to your level. If you're getting to a safe place past him, you might legit just push and run. But can we get to that place and sneak by him where they swing and they go, what the hell are they doing over there? That's what we're going for. You guys are doing a good job already. I'm happy to see it where everyone's at right now. So again, remember, we're kind of trying to cheat him this way. We're trying to cheat that swing a little bit. Just a little bit of influence. Switching. This hand, my right hand, is going to go across his face, and it's going to push his head this way. From here, I'm going to this side. I want to get away from this bat. If he tries to backswing, I don't want to be there. I'm just going to switch my other hand in. Now I have some control over this arm, and I'm taking this arm one way, taking the head the other way, and now we have control over where we might want to try to go from here. But does everybody see what I'm saying there? Can we get this nice line right across their head to prevent them from turning this way? Then you're in this place and you keep it. It's your head. You can add it to your collection. All right. Easy to just discount that as like, oh, I've got their head. Hooray, I win. It doesn't really work that way. Or it can also be done a lot better. So the idea with this is if I've got Hank's head turned, in order to get his head back where he wants it, he either has to turn it back this way, or he has to move his body up. That's how he recovers his position from here. What I'm doing is I'm passing this head off from this turn position and capturing with my other hand. From here, if you have someone's head turned at 90 degrees, which is exactly where Hank's is, this angle becomes very, very weak. If I let him turn his head forward, and I just try to pull his head, he doesn't let me. That's kind of hard. If I turn his head 90 degrees, and we do that, same thing, much easier, right? At any point, we can switch sides. We can switch sides anytime we want. As I'm rolling, I'm gonna kind of open space for him to go. I want him going down into these open areas. Home run for us. We're gonna see him in space. Good, do it again. Yep. So, how high is his bat swinging? Shoulder height. Yeah, about shoulder height, right? So most people, when they're swinging a bat, it's going to be kind of operating at chest level, and sometimes it'll come up a little bit, sometimes it'll come down a little bit. If he goes to swing at me and I think I'm going to duck this thing, and that thing just drops a little bit, I'm in some serious trouble. I don't want to try to duck a baseball bat swing. So at this point now, we're going to play this a little bit different. If he grabs a bat and we're already here, he's not at a disadvantage. He has a friggin' bat, but this is not the most advantageous starting position. He wants he's probably going to come at us from distance. He gets the bat out of the car. Maybe he's walking at me. Maybe he's going to have it in a single hand. Just for fun. Yeah, exactly. I see this guy. He's loading this thing up. It's a threat. I know this. He's showing this thing to me. I know what's going on. As soon as he raises that thing up to swing, we're falling right in, getting hand right up to the head. He's gonna back out. He's probably gonna try to go away. I'm gonna stay crowded right into him. I'm just gonna kind of try to take a leg. That's it. I know it's like, well, what? I'm just gonna kind of grapevine a leg a little bit. We're not doing this in a super fancy way. Can we switch roles for just a moment? This is, they slam the car door and here they are. Here's the thing. If someone has a bat in one hand, they don't go, book. That's not how a bat swings in one hand. I can't, no guarantees in life, but very likely you're gonna see this. You're gonna see them gear up and start using this thing. Now, Arden's gonna come right in, he's gonna get left hand right to my face. Woo, here we are. I'm trying to back up. He's just gonna scoop this little leg right behind my, whoa, God. There we go. Just a nice little whoopsie sweep. Kochigar. You can train this with a hambo, but of course a hambo doesn't have the little lip at the bottom. It doesn't have the same taper or weight distribution as a bat does, but it gives us a decent stand-in right now as a way for us to practice our distancing. Now, bat lengths can vary, hambo lengths can vary. There's typically about 3 feet. That would be, if we're looking up on this thing, you can see it's just slightly longer than this current bat. About an adult bat size. I'm just gonna kind of get my distancing here. I'm gonna actually just kind of put myself in the mode if somebody wants to hit somebody with a bat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this up. I'm gonna step, turn, and just tap my partner on the arm. Just kind of getting the sense of the distance right here. I'm not doing this where I'm swinging with one arm. We're stepping, turning, and letting this thing come through. And again, it's just a light tap. Let's roll from there. His target is my head. So I'm gonna let Paul step in and give it a clock. There we go, okay, I know his range. People don't just kind of hang back and poke a bat at you. They tend to put their body through. They're trying to crack you. If this hits you, you're screwed. So what we're gonna start off by practicing is just getting a little bit out of range of this thing. I'm not kind of putting my hands up in front of me here where even if I get my head to safety, I get my arms bashed to hell, that thing's coming around. Whew, I'm just kind of stepping back a little bit, that's all. Everyone's very kind and not thinking like somebody who's gonna try to beat you to death with a wiffle ball. So what I see a lot right now is this. And David's gonna step away, and here we are. That's good control. I'd rather that than going kind of hog wild. Imagine this thing weighed 2.5, 3 pounds. I was stepping through, David steps back. This thing tends to miss. When they go by, people tend to go like this. They swing through, and we're gonna be bringing that back around and hitting. David got the right idea. He knows kind of where we're gonna be going here in just a second. So as the attacker, not just kind of stepping in, we're softly swinging in the same way that a lot of people are actually gonna swing a bat at you. Let's roll. People don't kind of get a chance to start swinging a bat and then really get to alter the trajectory and the placement a whole bunch. If I'm working Mr. Arden, and here I am, I'm stepping in, he goes to move. That's not how people swing a bat. So I'm trying to hit my partner where he is. Boom. Okay, when people are going for you, that's what they're doing. Now, there's a fair amount of distance, and we can expect that maybe this thing's gonna be coming back around. So here's what we're gonna do. This is trying to control the distance. As that comes back around, we're stepping in, getting a bit of a check and rotating right to here. Let's just get to there. Okay, hit it. So here's something that I'm seeing. I'm seeing folks getting out of the way and then kind of crashing back in, but there's no real plan for where to go from here. I'm kind of falling into this person as opposed to being able to move more productively. So as we step back and we come in, we're actually going to rotate to kind of keep our line with him. Notice I'm kind of getting my hands up here above the elbow. What we're going to do from here is going to kind of depend on what sort of configuration we have. But for starters, we're going to actually start kind of trying to go for an arm and get a little bit of control here for Namote. This is where we're looking to go. Now, if you look at that and go, seems like a lot of steps. It is. So very important for us to get the initial movement correct. So just a little space there so we don't catch you. Sure. I'm coming out here, freeze. Yep. My safe space is over here. I'm moving that way as I rotate in and get this placement. From here, shooting up and over, sinking on this. I'm catching the back of the hand. Here's my emote. And you can actually hit them with the bat as they go around. But we're not worry about that right now. I don't want to smash anybody's heads. Let's talk a little bit about controlling that upper body. If I have Lynn here, oh, it's okay. You get to hit me with the bat. So she's coming in, she's swinging. If I don't move, I know she's on target. That was like a sword, just cut my throat. So as she's coming out, and we're here, freeze. What I see happening is folks are coming back in. We're starting to add more rotation. We're getting to the same safe spot. But then what's happening is this, and people are out here. And if you look at my posture, I've got T-Rex arms. So this is just here to kind of prevent her swing from really getting a chance to get around. I'm going to come up and over. I'm going to try to get this in front of us. I'm taking space from my partner. Now as I rotate, I have a little bit more I can do here. Now she's holding on to that bat for dear life. We can get rid of that pretty easily from there if we get them down. If we've gotten to here and we've done a good job, remember this person's swinging back into us. There's some energy here. We're kind of receiving that. We're just using this alignment to help prevent this from going forward. If I just try to get a hand from here, he's going to pull this away. He will get away from me. I won't keep that. If I'm going to try to control this weapon and buy myself a few moments, I need to step across him. I'm going to be moving toward David right there. So I'm stepping across, I'm sinking on this. And you guys can see right now, there's actually a fair amount he's now dealing with all my body. We're not talking about a potential break here with the Skyaku Nage, but now as he goes to pull back, I can work with that energy, and we've got this guy covered. If what I don't want to do is kind of just, coming back, just kind of wrapping my arms up right here, because quite frankly, I don't have much control over this weapon. All he has to do is turn and pull with his left wrist, and he's going to donk me right in the face. And I hate getting donked in the head. So from here, if he's trying to turn back and hit me, okay, good, I'm looking good. I can slip over and take this space. I'm fairly safe. That's what I'm looking for. If you're very small, you're very short, they're very tall, we can modify this, but let's work with that.
Hank found this, first of all. Line. So same entrance where dodge out of the first one, dive in. I try to get the stick back, but if he catches my lead hand and circles the opposite direction, you can force them into, if you pause, you can force them into this Hongyaku that's really hard to get out of. And now if he tries to do that overhand swing again, it breaks my wrist off as it comes down.
I'm a big fan of removing the hand.
Right? Hard to swing if you don't have the hand.
That was a great find, guys. There's a lot of unexplored paths. A lot of places that this could go. I saw some experimenting. We had some folks kind of end up moving into an Asotogake from here. Sometimes they were able to get the sweep. Sometimes it was like a little bit of a reverse sweep. And you never quite know what you're going to get. Because in the scramble, people's legs are going to be moving everywhere. But if you're in a safe spot, much harder for them to do damage to you. And really, that's the goal here. I don't want to be facing down somebody with a bat in the range that they want to keep me in. We didn't talk about hitting legs. We didn't do vertical attacks. We didn't do some more advanced stuff, maybe hitting with the butt of a bat or using the bat like a hambo, which are actually things you can do, and it's not bad for you to learn. Maybe you happen to have a bat in your car. I keep a bat by my bedside. I just couldn't find it today. What happened to the bat by my bed? Weird. Anyway, questions, thoughts, comments?
It's fun learning other pros and being able to think about it with the weapon. Because I do think the weapon does add another dynamic to it, and it's obviously when a training circumstance this way, it's a little more comfortable. But just the intensity of thinking how much deadlier it could be if you mess up your spacing, I think gives you a little more incentive to get your footing right.
Yeah, you absolutely. Yeah, if you mess up the distancing and they have a bat and they make a connect, that is, at best, you're getting probably pretty badly injured. So good job today. You guys did well.